So we pick up on turn 14. I've just taken Essen from Talabecland and wiped out their army. Well, they probably have another one. That's this faction right here. I've sacked Karag Dromar. I'm making good friends with the orcs. And then we have this rebellion in progress, Castle Drakenhof, that will just be good experience for Isabella. Now, I've got my vampires moving up for Vlad's army. I've got a few options here. I would like to take the rest of Ostermark. That would involve declaring war on these guys with this war unfinished. I could see if they'll go for peace, though.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
It does not appear so.
Yes?
We have Ostermark here.
Offer, but I make no promises.
Never!
Well, not so into that, huh? Maybe I can get some good friends to attack Talabecland with me as well. You never know. Well, these guys, Wissenland's at war with Averland. Oh, I see.
Your offer and be done.
That's funny. No, they won't go for that.
All right.
I imagine they won't either.
Make your offer and be done.
Bloody spears. No, they're busy with various dwarven factions. The Empire.
You are not welcome in my court. Yet here you
Do
are.
you want to attack
Friend
Talabecland?
or foe?
Oh wow, that's funny. They actually do. Can I get them to pay me to do it? That'd be really kind of goofy. Oh. The Empire hears your call and comes ready to make war. I never knew you were such good friends with Vlad von Carstein. Karl. Alright, AI. I'll go for it.
Sigmar's will.
A wise decision. Perhaps we can overcome our differences after all. How delightfully silly. Well, that'll also improve my relations with the Empire. And it means it's possible that I can avoid war with them for a bit longer while I build up my position. That's hilarious. See, this is why you always have a look at diplomacy. You never know what kind of crazy shit will work. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do this turn. I'm hoping that Bloody Spears will wipe out this rebellion for me. If not, I'll have to head back. I don't really want to leave the dwarves alive. I'd prefer to go in and wipe out Jufbar for good before they can call more allies into war with me. But you never know. I suppose that'll have to do for this turn. Alright, let's see what happens. Turn 15. Blood Drinker thirsts. The sword has lain dormant for centuries, and so the blade is dulled, its once golden pommel tarnished. The sword must drink, must be bathed in blood. Only then will its pommel brighten and blade shine again. Vlad has returned. The sword's one true owner sees that it is in a sorry state, and begins a campaign to quench its thirst in the blood of Sigmar's sons. Vlad has already decided on a target. He will strike where he did once before. Ostermark sits ripe and plump, like a suckling pig basting over a hot fire. It is ready to be consumed. See, I was planning to go take Behafen anyway. So that works out, actually. All things told. So Bloody Spears were not overly interested in helping me. They do seem interested in taking care of the dwarfs for me, though. So I think I should be able to simply send Isabella over. And blow up this rebellion. That should be no big deal.
This night?
This night. Let us disband these zombies. We'll add the vampires to the army instead.
This is the Red Kid. Dance macabre.
Danse macabre.
Champion of the dark.
Now here's a question.
My hand hovers close to.
No, they don't want peace. Okay.
By Sigmar.
Well, the good news is that we got started early enough. Most of these AI factions haven't had time to establish themselves either, which puts us at least in a decent position. I'm hoping that the walls have time to get up here. The Looks like there'll be a rebellion next turn in Vertbad. Perhaps it would be better if we avoid the unfortunate consequences of having that immediately. Because I'll need to send Vlad over to contain it. Well, who knows, maybe we can grab Kemperbad too. Although that would be a tall order, considering... You know what? No, I'm gonna go and see how vulnerable Bechafen is. Because taking that would put this all in one, rather than adding a new province worth of public order for us to deal with. Hopefully, Vertbad can fend for itself for now. Can I get there next turn, is my next question. No, I can't. I'll have to force march if I want to.
Yes.
I do think it's wise, actually. Truth be told.
Sleep is for the living.
I see. So it's at least reasonably defended.
The Empire.
We'll see what Ostermark decides to do. If they would conveniently just leave the place and go attack someone else, like, for example, Talabecland, I could just march in and take the place because Vlad has his ability to launch siege assaults without siege equipment. That all seems to be going well. Deal with that next turn. Don't have much in the way of money, but that'll come in time.
I'm in charge here. What do you want?
Well, I was hoping for an alliance, but it seems that's not in the cards. A pity.
Mooks tell me to listen, so talk.
Well,
Agreed.
if you say so. Sounds stupid, but okay.
Urks, talk fast, for you are my enemy. Never.
Oh, well, okay. If that's how you feel. Dwarf lords.
Yes? You come bearing arms. Is it war?
No, not this time. I mean, kind of what I'd like to do is isolate my enemies, right? Destroy them one by one. I don't want to get drawn into other conflicts. Well, we'll see. I suppose that we'll have to do for now. I know it can seem a little bit dangerous to... I've already got my war with Talabecland, but the fact that the Empire joined in changes the situation entirely, I feel. So now I just... If I can wait until Ostermark goes off to attack Talabheim, I can wipe them out of the game, and having this province all in one will certainly be worth it. Also, this Shrine of Sigmar is offensive to me, and I want it gone. Alright, ending the turn now. Turn 16. So I've got the Rebellion coming in Vertbad next turn. That's okay. I think I should be able to have Isabella's army deal with it. Considering I've got this rebellion will likely be destroyed next turn. I imagine they'll launch their attack now that their army's full. And that will mean good things for me. Thence, Isabella can head over, deal with that. I've got Vlad raiding here.
Darkness. I know my path.
So in theory, we'll see if they decide to leave. I don't know if they will. And if they don't, I mean, that's okay. I can, basically, Vlad's waiting on Isabella anyway, right? So, not in a huge hurry there.
Vlad von Carstein.
But I do need to get moving, because I'm not getting much in the way of income right now. So I need to make good with the forces I have, or I'll be in something of a pickle later on, because my infrastructure will be underdeveloped. I've certainly chosen a more aggressive path, but at some point you really need to start building out your provinces, or the AI will bury you with its monetary bonuses. Okay, well, let's... As I say, I keep hoping that they will leave here. Of course, with my army right here, they might not. I don't know, what can you do? If they don't decide to leave, I could always head back, deal with that rebellion, level Vlad up some more. And then go from there. Okay. ending the turn then, I suppose. Not much else to do. Alright, turn 17. I've got a fairly irrelevant event here. I'm not actually using any heroes for agent actions at the moment, so it doesn't matter. As predicted, this rebel army has come in and has started to besiege me. That's great. It means I can crush them. I can level up my vampires. That's always fun. Grab the hunger. Make them increasingly unkillable. Very good.
Death and destruction.
Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance. Easy enough. Just mega zog them, right? I'm gonna grab the money, because Lord knows I need it. That's a bit of a better situation, don't you think? 3,000 gold to play with. No, these dwarfs will likely be back soon, since I expected Bloody Spears to wipe them off the map, but they didn't. Perhaps they couldn't. What that does mean for me, though, is that I will have a dwarf problem on my southern border at some point soon. It's something to watch. In any event, Isabella will need to head out and wipe out these problems. Ostermark seems uninterested in actually moving off. So what I think I'll do in this case, rather than continuing to wait them out, I'll unite Vlad and Isabella's armies, and then we'll see if we can march and take Talabheim. Kemperbad's already fallen to the Empire, so that one is not to be. But that's okay. We can, once Talabheim's out of the equation, Talabecland will be destroyed, and we can probably move over and squash Bakothan, even with the full army and their defenses, because I'll have a bunch of units for the task. In the meantime, my gold is an increasingly important thing, so I'm going to upgrade this gold mine, and then have a look and see what else I can do. Now, I'll put a gibbet there. Gibbet? Gibbet? I don't know how it's pronounced, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Money building. We've got walls in Vertbad at least, and an obnoxious garrison. So that will be good. And then in 3 turns, we'll have Blood is Power, so we'll get a bit more income from our cities, which is kind of a thing considering a lot of our income comes from it, and extra growth. I think after that I'm probably going to go through to spread vampiric covens, just because public order is an important thing and corruption plays such a big part in it. Okay.
I am invincible.
Moving on. I will end the turn. Turn 18. The rebellion continues to rage in Sterland, but not much else going on at the moment, to be honest with you. I wonder how my diplomacy with Bloody Spears is going. Hey, Jufbar, do you want peace? Nope, they sure don't.
Six. I will not parley with the dead.
You don't want peace either. Well, whatever you think's best.
You bloodsuckers.
What's up?
Can't see us working with the skellies.
Oh, alright. Shoot, eh? Well, what if I offered a small amount of gold?
Not today.
Not this time. You make the lads uneasy.
Alright, final offer. 400 gold.
Not likely.
Alright, whatever you think's best. Jerks.
The von Carstein. Bend to my will.
Well, we'll send Vlad down.
I am unstoppable.
Isabella will also come on down. Should be easily destroyable next turn. And then we will unite, head north, and see what we can do. Public order is actually in a decent spot in my 2 provinces there. Essen is going to revolt, but that's not the end of the world, really. If it's lost, I can always get it back later. It's not really producing a whole lot. 317, I mean, it's okay, but yeah.
No. Devourer of light.
Alright, well. Another term, but there's not much else to do, huh?
It is time!
Dwarves have managed to get themselves into a number of wars. I wonder if Kislev will attack me. They have a lot of aversion. More so than even the other factions, interestingly enough.
Now,
Just because they're jerks, I suppose.
me and the lads got some time. What do you want?
Nothing. Okay. Moving on. Spearman Krieg 2000. A cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. Yes, well, I don't think... I'd like Vertbad to have more vampiric corruption, in truth. As nice as the money would be, I can get by without it. And the public order problems it causes are probably not going to be worth it. I don't need another rebellion in Vertbad right away while I'm trying to move north. So in this case, I believe I am going to refuse this creature. Yes, yes, rebellion here. What do I care?
King of Darkness.
Interesting.
I'll ignore that.
I guess the AI didn't realize that Vlad was here. However, they've made a terrible mistake. First of all, we wipe out Spearman Zone. How many of these banners do I need? Oh, whatever. Boom. Easy enough. Murder them. I'll nab the extra leadership for now. And then Isabella can move out after that. I'll take one turn of replenishment, then move on. See if we can wipe out this annoying faction. Of course, if I were the AI, I would put an army like this with 9 units in forced march as bait, and then have another army right beside it in ambush, so that I proc an ambush as soon as they move into attack. If the AI did that, that would be hilarious, because that's what I would do if I were going to do something really apparently stupid like that. You know, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. However, I'm going to take a risk and assume that the AI does not have an army in ambush right next to this one. And we'll see how that goes. Here we go.
Bring them death!
No, doesn't look like it. The auto-resolve here, I kind of have to play this out, just because I don't want to lose more units than I should, because this should be just a total walkover. This army doesn't stand a goddamn chance. So, we'll fight it out, we'll crush them, and then we'll move on. Okay, typical early game Vlad battle. We'll get the zombies right in, and then we'll have Skeletons go on either side. Same thing, envelop them and consume them. Of course, we do get to see our vampire ladies get in there and
Master of the undead.
give them what for, right? That's kind of cool.
Vlad von Carstein.
Alright, let's walk right over. We'll steamroll them. Here we go.
Ever onward.
They don't stand a chance.
Okie dokie.
Lord of the dead.
Vampire! Never rot his hide!
Let's kill this dude. I don't like him.
Die, mortals, die!
Agreed with that. Here, dump some summons on him too. Why not, right? Alright. This poor bastard.
Attack!
To war!
Attaboy, zombies. Do your best. Your admittedly limited best. I'm assuming this poor bastard's not gonna last long. Helmut, Feuerbach, yeah, he's screwed. Goodbye. Alright, where am I actually taking damage is my next question. Hit him in the rear. It's been the way you play Total War for 20 years, and it hasn't changed too much. In some ways. Other ways, Total War has changed a lot. But surrounding and crushing hasn't changed much. Of course, the penalties for melee defense, I think, in this game are a little bit less. You lose 75% of your melee defense rather than all of it now in Warhammer. But that's still, you know, significant enough. Combined with the minus 14 attacked in flank, or attacked in rear leadership penalty. Why is this unit getting destroyed so hard? Oh well, doesn't matter. Their general's dead, I think, so... Attacked in the rear, damage sustained, Lord dead, frightened by enemy unit, discouraged by ability, very tired. It's a rough day being an Empire Spearman, don't you think? I guess I could keep some of this garbage. Live, zombies! Well, these guys are boned. The poor idiots. Well done, my loyal minions.
Vampire.
What even is still not... What even is still fighting? Oh, this guy. Ardent Sunscryer, eh?
Noble of the night.
Well, we'll see about that. I think this army force marched, so it should be wiped out as soon as they lose. Vlad, you missed. He's over there.
Vampire.
It shall be done. Vlad von Carstein.
I suppose I could give this unit a bit more HP. Why not, right? Don't see any reason not to. This poor bastard. After him! Don't let him get away! Doesn't really matter. I'll take it. Good enough. Okay. Decisive victory. I won't really be replenishing in the immediate future anyway, since I'm in enemy territory, so I could just take the dark magic and run with it, right? Huh. Good stuff. Chop chop. Okay. Man's Ruin. Well done. Very good then. And I leveled up. Look at that. Oh, nice. I suppose I could grab Mesmerizing Aura. That's kind of a nice combat boost. And the enemy hero success chance reduction is kind of nice too, in truth. Yeah. Very good. As for my vampire ladies, we'll finish off Wild-Eyed. It's Quick-Led for lords, Wild-Eyed for heroes. In any event, getting their attack high is kind of a thing. Makes use of their good damage. I don't think Talabheim has much left. Oh, they must have another army. Because the auto-resolve bar isn't totally in my favor. So, I'll need to use a mild degree of caution. Not too much, mind you. We still need to go in there and crush them. But mild. As for Vertbad, what's going on here? I should upgrade the Moot, shouldn't I? And then ultimately put some defenses in place there. At least I've got Vampiric Corruption going up for now. That's kind of nice. Schwarzhafen has walls, so even though this dwarf army is probably going to be descending on me soon, it should be able to at least defend itself. Briefly. Although I'd like to make peace with them now.
As long as I am Lord, this thing will receive no hospitality from me.
Your grudges can wait.
Gone.
Oh, alright. But they're open to it, so...
Don't think so.
No peace while the great book of grudges remains full. Well, quiet. I just don't want to deal with them right now, in truth.
Doubtful.
I don't know if this chance will come again because their army is still
No
small.
reason for it. On. Come then, messenger.
All right, fine.
Spit out your
All the
words
gold I've got.
so I can be done with them.
I can't really afford to fight them right now.
Not by me.
Fuck. Well, hopefully the bloody spears come over and chop them up for me. Else that will be annoying. Fine. Well, we'll see what we can get for spoils from Talabheim and go from there, hey? Ending the turn. Well, we're gonna lose Essen. That's not a surprise to anyone, and it's no big deal. All yours. Didn't even raise it, so I can go back and take it any time without having to recolonize. That's nice. Okay. Got a bit more money this turn, even with losing the 300 from Essen, since we got our tech done. So that's kind of nice. We'll move on. 18 turns on spread vampiric covens. That's fine.
Blood von Carstein.
Okay, we need to hurry up and crush these guys. Looks like they're trying to build an army.
No.
Waldemar von Pupelschicht. Pupelschicht? Oh, why not? Oh, hey, you guys leveled up. Wonderful. Positively marvelous results. Normally I'd give them the Barded Nightmare here, you know, more HP and more armor. But considering we're about to attack a city where I'm not even going to be bothering with the gates, it might be better to simply grab Tenacity for now, just more HP. Because I'll probably want them fighting on foot anyway, right? Honestly. I'll grab Barded Nightmare next turn. That will do for now. Okay. Vlad, of course, can't hit that this
I
turn.
am Prince and Emperor.
Oh, fucking Karl Franz is here to take it next turn, too.
I'll ignore that.
That would be annoying. Because it would mean that I would need to go with the to war with the Empire. Not that that would necessarily be a bad thing. Because I would have the opportunity to annihilate Karl Franz's army. And then take Kemperbad, so that would complete the province. So it might not be the worst thing in the world. But we'll see. Yeah. We will see what happens. Next turn I can probably consolidate those zombies and just raise and some things anyway. So, ending the turn. Well, this seems to have played into our hands somewhat.
The nation calls.
Karl Franz is besieging Talabecland. Of course, this gives us the opportunity to A, destroy Karl Franz's army, and seize Talabheim. Of course, it's a dirty, rotten trick, but somehow I will recover from the blow to my conscience. We do have the revolt coming in very bad, so I'll have to head back at some point soon. We do at least have walls, though, so it's not going to be in dire danger of being destroyed by the revolt immediately. Nashrak appears to be heading down to engage the dwarfs.
Do you take me
Although
for
the fact that they have 3 armies there is somewhat worrisome to me. I'm hoping to make peace with them, in truth. Do they have another army? They must have, if they have 12 now.
The days are dark.
Will you make peace?
Don't think so.
We reject this notion. Okay.
Nah.
Maybe later. Well, in the meantime, what it comes down to is that I need to
I am Prince
attack
and
Karl
Emperor.
Franz, wipe out his army of halberds. There's a lot of halberds, I'll give him that. But of course, we just obtained Wind of Death. So we have kind of a trump card up our sleeve now for this ploy. Alright, who is the Empire at war with? That's a good question to ask. They're at war with Talabecland and various people I don't know, so it doesn't help me at all. Well, they don't have any allies, which is also fortunate.
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to act on it.
Well, here's my petition. War it is.
Let us talk.
Vlad von Carstein.
Vlad up.
Countess of
Want Isabella to engage first, I believe,
and destruction.
in this case. Because what we want to happen is to engage them in a fairly straight line so we can use Wind of Death to turn the battle in our favor. Alright, let's do it. Well, reinforcements are coming in from behind me, so that's beneficial. There's Franz's army. So what I'd like to do here is, as I say, engage them in a fairly straight line. And then wipe them out with a single cataclysmic spell. Wind of Death costs like 30 mana for a reason. It's probably one of the most powerful spells in the game for this purpose. So. Then we have a few flying units to do something or other with. Hold them in reserve. We don't want to screw up the spacing here. Of course. Right, we want them to engage us in a big line, and that's it. We'll put the wolves back here though, just for comedy purposes. Go hit something in the rear much later in the fight. I don't think I need to gamble with that much mana. And thence
I am immortal.
Isabella will go. Oh, but right here, that works.
Vampire. Find me if you dare.
Put our vampires here. Alright, that should do.
I am darkness. Isabella von Carstein.
We'll put them in guard mode and in blocked formation. The enemy army is mostly melee, so this should be effective in this situation. Alright. And Vlad's coming on from behind. So
Tremble, mortals.
let's do it.
Moving. Night
As I
comes.
say, we want to set them up for this.
Quickly.
Should work well.
Swiftly.
And Vlad and his vampiresses can hurry up behind. Other various creatures under my command.
Isabella.
Of course, it'll cost like, yeah, a full 30 mana for this big spell, so you better not screw it up. Alright. Of course, we're about to get shot by these halberdiers too. That's okay though. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll use the bats to cover us as we go in. Move up in a big long line. Well done, bats. I'm proud of you. The Vargas going after the crossbows, I suppose. That should cause them to run off, because the AI likes to keep them in skirmish mode. We'll bring the wolves in from behind.
Countess.
And then...
Quickly.
Oops. Come on, you gits.
Swiftly.
Come and engage me. Not really what I was hoping for, in truth. Come along, Vargeists. I need you to move. Alright. Here they come-ish? I don't think I'll catch as many as I'd like this way, to be honest with you. So I can send the Vargeists after them. And I've got a whole lot of fodder coming up behind. This is not, as I say, really the situation I wanted. It's not going to be enough for Wind of Death to, you know, win the battle the way I'd like it to. And that's doing that. That's a problem. Alright, let's see if I can get the ghouls up maybe. And the Black Knights after them. That might have to do, unfortunately. If I can wipe out these units, that'll be enough, right? I need more mana. Shit. Damn it.
Find me if you dare.
Things don't always go as planned. It is not really moving the way I'd like them to. That's okay though, here comes another unit. Maybe it'll get hit by this wind. No, it won't. Shoot. Well, go for it, Isabella. Let's see what this can do. At least we'll wipe out a number of their units. Back up, back up. Yeah! Oh, it's a glorious spell to watch. Anyway. That got their attention, didn't it? Let's get in there and wipe them out now. Of course, that was my entire mana bar, so even though I got a bunch of their units,
Noble of the night, at once.
We're still not wholly out of the woods here. Let me wipe them out, please. I'll send the wolves after them. If only I could multitask and actually pay attention. I'd be better at this game. Here's what it would be a nice win to death if only I had the mana, but I don't. Oh well. The crossbows are shattered, that's good. Let's kill the handgunners. The Reichsguard at least are dying, so that's something. I'd rather you didn't live, actually. Truth. Looks like the vampires have broken through here. Perfect. We'll send them around and have them assassinate Franz. Good. Ghouls go here. Not really getting the flanks I might like, but oh well. What do you quaff your pots? Use your immortal will. Kill Franz, please.
Is mine.
Crush the breathers.
That'll teach him to breathe.
The von Carstein's march.
Isabella. Oh yeah, of course she has 295 kills. She casts Wind to Death. Right. How's this going? Looks like this super. Finish them off, please. Wolves, head back and, I don't know, hit someone in the rear or something useful. How's this going for me? I don't think Franz can beat 3 vampires. I'm not sure he can even beat Vlad. Oh. There he goes. That looks like more than a wound, but what do I know? Oh, well done, skeletons. Emperor's mercy on us all. Client. You still getting shot? Irritating. Well, get in there and break their line. This many vampire characters at once should be a reasonably killy force. In the meantime, though, we lost a lot, so I'm probably going to want to do some AoE on our invocation.
Vampire.
Just to get everyone back up to straight, because we're not done this turn. We still have to go in and blow up that town and assault that city. So this is a multi-turn endeavor. Of course, we should be able to do it with this. It's quite a lot of power in that. We'll see. All right, gather around. Right.
Isabella von Carstein.
Not so worried about pursuing them. I think they all got wipes, don't they, when you destroy or attack them when they're besieging? I could be wrong on that, but we do need to get everyone together and actually healed. Just so we're ready for what comes later. Meanwhile, the wolves can hunt down some of these gits. And they have 30 armor, so they should do a good job of that, actually. Actually, I guess you two can go hunt down more survivors.
Death to the living.
I don't know if you'll actually reach them or not in this point, but you never know.
Master of the undead.
Perfect. Let it begin.
It is done.
Hungry for blood.
How are the wolves doing? Devoured that unit? Perfect. Go eat the next one. Speed this up a bit here. This is very important, though. It's one of the major advantages of being vampire counts. If you manage to win a battle, you hardly lose anything. As long as you have some mana left, right? So. Boom. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Wolves killed them. Yeah, gits. They're escaping! Oh well. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch them now. That's okay. Look, even the Vargeist are back to like full health. Works for me. I probably could have gotten off a better winded death if I was more patient. But I was impatient. I just wanted to hurl it out there. So that's my mistake, obviously. But in the end, we didn't lose that much, and we wiped his army, so not so bad. We can finish that off later, or just leave it there to limp back home and have to replenish. Okie dokie. Well, I like the idea of getting all that money. Sorry, dark magic. Ooh, our bats came back to life. Perfect. Alright, so Franz is now over there. That's funny. Oh, and I completed the quest. The moon has passed into cloud, and when Isabella's agent returns, Sylvania is shrouded in a dark and baleful night. I don't know, she says Sylvania. I've also heard Sylvania. Like Transylvania, of course. Sylvania sounds kind of nice, though. Anyway, he speaks of insipid Sigmarites amassing nearby, and the vampire matriarch knows that the Empire only ever comes bearing one thing, distraction. Her blood, such as it is, rises. Well, indeed. Move any character to Essen. Well, that shouldn't be hard. What caused terror when fighting against the Empire? That's funny. Cool. When battle is done, the fields are soaked in less cruor than Isabella expected or indeed desired. Such paltry forces can't really have been meant for her. There must be more to their machinations, she muses, as she drags terrified and hapless captive Empire soldiers into the bowels of her fortress. Alright, so got the level up, perfect. Probably grab Power Drain. Then any level up with Vlad? No. Alright, so Vlad has to launch the attack. And then we have Isabella as reinforcements. We're going to rely pretty heavily on our vampire characters here to tear a hole in them. So, let's see what we can do. I don't know if we'll be able to catch Karl, Franz, or whatever's left of his army. That's not a big deal at this point, really. Since they're pretty maimed and won't be able to replenish until they can limp back home, right? Okie dokie.
Bring them death!
Any raise dead I should be doing here? Yeah, probably. Let's
Blood!
merge some units.
Death and destruction!
Grab some more skeletons. How's Isabella's army doing? Not that well, as it turns out. Yeah, we can merge units here. This is one of the major advantages of vampire counts, of course. Even when we're sieging or in enemy territory, we can always get more thingamathings.
The world will be mine!
Alright, that should be enough minions to take this place, I think. Alright, onward. Alright. Part 2 of our little act here. We need to take this city and take it now. Fortunately, basically everything we have is highly expendable, so I'm none too worried about it.
I am busy.
I'll get Vlad and the vampires in there, and they should be able to storm the walls reasonably effectively.
Vlad von Carstein. This world is mine.
Alright, and then Isabella comes in behind. Should be fine. This will actually be fun. I love these kinds of battles. Just hurling fodder at the walls until they fall. It's glorious. It's kind of cinematic too. Here, watch. You're gonna love this. Just wait. Come forth, minions. None too worried about the skeletons. I do like their attempts to defend themselves, though. Come forth, second wave. Not much point hitting the gatehouse. I don't really have anything that can damage it, sadly. I guess Vargeists could, I suppose. But they're probably better served hitting people in the rear, I believe.
Your time has come! At once!
The buffs from the Undying Love are hilarious for Vlad. Look at his fucking stat line. Without yellow skills. 92, 75. It's absurdly funny. Here you go. You guys can hit the gates for no good reason. Bats can kind of hang out and be cool. Whatever it is bats do.
Do not mock me! Swiftly!
Get in there and kill things.
Isabella!
You too.
Swiftly! The von Carstein's march! It shall be!
Alright.
Attack!
Isabella von Carstein!
Anything useful I can do here? Yeah, I suppose.
Yes, good!
What is going on here? They opened the gates, did they? Well, get them, Crypt Ghouls. Oh no, you can't, because it's an irritating way that game works. Oh well. Over the top, Scarytons.
Behold the silver hammer!
Get them, Vargeists. I believe in you. Kind of. It is funny how rapidly Vlad's army gets experience, though, with his little Coven of Undeath thing. Off you go, Vlad.
Extinguish life.
Yeah, sure, why not? Here, have 118 attack. Why not? We should probably get these ghouls in here. Hey, look. They took the walls. Is there anything actually fighting us here? Not really. Oh, over here there is. Alright. Let's get in there and see what we can do. Maybe we'll send the zombies down here to keep these things pinned.
Noble of the night!
What's killing you exactly? Are you fighting their lord or something? Oh yeah. Valmir Pritzcock. Strong name. Very strong name.
With haste, all
Here.
shall perish.
Push forward.
My fangs grow sharp! Death to the living! Kill! Retreat! Bring death! What? Vampire! Ah!
Hey. See if you can break them out of that combat, eh? There goes Velmir Pritzcock.
Vampire!
Poor bastard. Oh, I love that sync kill.
What? Isabella von Carstein!
Oh! Oh!
Crush the breathers!
Flee!
Vampire!
Not a bad idea in this case.
I hunger!
Kneel before your master. On death's wings!
Yes, get moving. Where did you go, Vlad? Oh, there you are. Yes, carry on. The fodder is of no consequence. Let's get to the center and chop them. Vargas, can you wipe these crossbows out, please? Thank you. Magnus Holtz. Doing whatever it is a Magnus Holtz does. This poor unit.
Ulrich, save us!
Good luck with that.
Surpass Nagas!
This is a potent spearhead, hey?
Vampire!
Oh, it's beautiful. Push forward.
As inevitable as death!
Wipe out those swordsmen. Those crossbows wiped out yet? No.
Bow before me!
Waldemar von Pupelschicht wishes to fight.
Vlad von Carstein!
Don't let the zombies
I will!
Well, may as well chop them up.
Swiftly! Might has fallen!
Heinrich just got back up!
Die!
Heinrich just got back up. That's a fantastic line. How did I never see that before? Oh well. Should kill this dude. Pritzcock is a name too funny not to kill.
At once! Vampire!
May as well quaff your strength pot. Here, have 710 weapon damage as a hero.
We are immortal! At once! Swiftly!
Lucina von Carstein. Yeah, those guys are screwed.
Swiftly! For Isabella! Countess! I thirst! I will! It is done!
Is that army losses? Looks like it. Oh yeah, they're done. Well, that was a cinematic and highly entertaining battle. I love assaulting as vampire counts. I gotta be honest. Just hurl your fodder at them. Who cares? But yeah, this vampire spearhead is something now, hey?
Come! Your desire?
They just tear through those units.
Isabella von Carstein!
Glorious to see, in truth. Just kind of like the tabletop game, you know what I mean? Well, some of you might. Anyway. Well, this has been a successful turn. Some skeletons got destroyed, but you know, everyone loses a skeleton or two now and then. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, beautiful. I could just loot and occupy this. Although, dealing with the rebellion ahead might be obnoxious. And I've got a decent amount of money already. I might actually occupy this, because I need to deal with some other rebellions in a few turns before this actually revolts. Unless I take Kemperbad, in which case it'll probably revolt anyway. I guess I'll loot.
All shall perish!
Faction destroyed. Talabecland. Well, they probably deserved it. Velmir Pritzcock was slain, as was Waldemar von Pupelschicht. Fantastic
All
names.
shall know me and tremble.
Can't reach Franz this turn.
Sigma, no!
Well, not Franz. Ludwig Holtz and his remaining army. But that's okay. You can live for now. I'll squeeze the life out of you later. In the meantime, let's see, what do I want to do with Vlad? He actually probably could use the armor, but I think I might give him Cloud of Horror for now. the movement speed is kind of a thing, for sure. Then his entourage is leveled up, so let's improve their skill. Very good. Okay. What do we have here? I can build corpse carts, that's funny. Not exactly what I need right now, though. In truth. Not what I need this place to be, rather, I should say. It's funny, even though I occupied, those things are fairly undamaged, so it works for me.
Unstoppable.
Now then, I've got a few things to take care of. First off, I should like to take Kemperbad. If I could make peace with the Empire now, that might actually be a bad thing. Going to the Reichland exposes me to like Bretonia and various other things that will probably all attack me, including all these dwarf factions in the hills. So I'm not sure if I want to rapidly expand that fast. I might end up in trouble.
The von Carstein.
And then I've also got that rebellion to deal with in Vertbad. So I think first up, I might send Isabella to go crush Kemperbad. And thence, Vlad can head down and deal with the rebellion in Vertbad. Alternatively, we'll see what this army decides to do.
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Oh, well, do you want an non-aggression
I
pact?
don't agree.
No. Fine. But I really wanted one. What did I pay you? I've got gold.
I refuse.
You are a painted fool if you think I'd betray my nation by agreeing to this vile plan. Okay. That's kind of rough. Didn't think it was that bad a plan. Alright, alright. I give up. Everyone hates me. No biggie, though. We'll work with it. In the meantime, we've got gold and we should use it. First up, let's upgrade Drakenhof. Secondly, our public order here is actually okay. Maybe I'll get a growth building in this just to get Drakenhof growing, because that's obviously my most important province for income. In the meantime, let's see. I can upgrade this. I need a trade agreement with someone, but that's probably not going to happen since it's my own fault, really. I went and blew up. What's their name?
Think so.
Blew up Tempelhof and Manfred, so. But Manfred probably deserved it, let's be honest here. What a dick. Okay. Maybe I could build something here. But I don't have the money. Maybe I'll just do that. Extra public order, a little bit of extra money. And then we'll build something more important later on. I don't think Tempelhof really needs walls. Watch me deeply regret that decision later. But yeah, I think I've put myself in a reasonably good position. The Empire is reeling. I can grab
I will hear your petition.
all of Talabecland. You sound awfully well for a dude who just got murdered by vampires, Franz. I'd like also, of course, to take Bakafen and then kind of establish that as my northern border. These provinces are good buffers. And then I've got walls on the north border in both provinces. And attrition for anyone who tries to come south via the long route. Thence, with Talabecland and Ostermark secured, I can turn my attention south, hopefully rid myself of Jufbar, assuming that the Bloody Spears don't do it for me.
Do you take me
Which
for a
I'm not
lesson?
entirely confident they'll win this fight, but you never know.
I will not shame my
And then we've got, I'd like to take, after that's all secured, you know, go ahead into Averheim, Wissenland, and then, with all that under my belt, finish off the Empire, and declare myself Vampire Emperor. So, I will end that, this one here, and we'll go from there. Next time.